Yeah, no, okay, I've been good. We don't really ask questions like that here.
No.
So the first thing I got down is footy.
Footy.
Right,
Yep.
it was a good win on the weekend.
It was against Colac, Mottawarra,
Yep.
wasn't it?
Shout out to Queenscliff. They're a
Yep.
beautiful club. I wasn't expecting to win that, actually.
No, they were, third on the ladder coming into that one?
Yeah,
and
third.
we were sitting sixth, I reckon.
Yeah.
So it was a good win by 11 points as well, I believe.
To add a bit of context, technically we're in a bit of dire straits.
Yeah, it starts.
So you and I, we've obviously done the analysation of the future fixtures, and it sounds a bit nerdy, but we had to win that game, and we did.
We did.
Yep.
It was pretty comprehensive as well. You
Yeah.
know, 11 points in it, so
Yeah, it was.
you take that.
But last week we should have won the game, which we didn't.
No.
And that moment I thought we weren't going to make.
Yeah, it did make our
So,
finals appearance a bit more
It's a
tricky.
tough fixture still, but I reckon we'll get the job done. They're a good club, Queenscliff, aren't they?
Absolutely.
We
It's
do,
been a
yeah.
good trade
Couple
this year.
of Ressie moments though.
Oh,
a
lot of Ressie
You know,
moments.
us two in the same team.
Yeah, we do produce a few.
Oh, don't we ever? I mean, I had one. You were in the forward 50.
Yeah,
Took a mark. Beautiful kick from one of the players. Don't know if I should disclose the name, but it was a beautiful kick, and I just stuffed it up, didn't I?
Yeah, well, you did send it in. I don't think it got any air off the boot,
It was off a
did it?
step. It was a dribbler, took up a chunk of dirt,
Yeah.
and I set you in all sorts because you pretty much got partially decapitated.
I did, didn't I?
But it's payback from last week.
I did set you up under a hospital ball.
You did?
Like, I reckon I picked it up off the ground, slapped it on the boot, probably gone higher than it has far.
I did think I was certainly not going to get out of that game alive, but I did,
But
so
you
I'm
did.
happy with that.
Exactly.
I want to talk about these Ressie moments
Yep.
because we always get them every day, and we always, after every game, we always go to each other and we say, "Geez, what was the go there?"
Yep. Even after every quarter, we just sort of go, we kind of recap it. You know, we kind of review the quarter. You know, discuss any Ressie moments because there's obviously quite a few.
Halfway through the game, we talk about it.
Yeah.
You've been playing the game for a long time. I've been playing since under nines.
Yeah, we have recently become 100-game veterans, haven't we?
Yes, we've hit the triple figures.
Exactly.
You started in under 10s.
Under 10s for Drysdale back in the day, yep.
Yeah, we had Ressie moments up and from then all the way until
Exactly
now.
right.
And you've got a memory like no other. I've got dementia. So I think if you transfer back to under 10s, any Ressie moments, because I've got a few.
Under 10s?
Yeah. I had one where I was in the goal square and...
were you forward or back
no,
at
I was
this
the
time?
back line.
You're in the back
For some
line.
reason I was in the back line.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It wasn't great. Obviously my physique doesn't really fit a full forward matchup. But look, I was on a full forward and he kicked a point and I took the footy and my dad was the goal umpire at the time.
Yep.
And I obviously took the kick in and I missed the contact with my boot kicking out. And
not what you want.
Big Dave, so my dad, he was waving the flag for a behind, and he certainly had a bit to say when I missed contact with. I don't think in the history of the AFL or in history of club footy has a person taking a kick out missed contact.
Yeah, well,
with
was
their
there a
boot.
bit of a spray on the car ride home? I'm sure he wouldn't have been happy to watch your son do that.
Yeah,
you know?
I just don't know what was going on. I don't know how you can miss a boot, let alone with no pressure and a kick out. But you've had a few.
Mate, I've had plenty of Ressie moments, obviously. Like, many players I've played with and against would know that.
Yeah.
And, starting, if you think under 10s, I don't think I really had an awful lot because I don't really recall.
Feel like we've gotten worse over the years.
Absolutely.
And it shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't. You should be getting better, but the thing that lets us down is just our training attendance and that kind of stuff.
Yours more so.
Yeah.
You want to share when your last training was at the local club?
Well, I did make an appearance this week, but however, before that, I think it was 7 weeks that I had
7 weeks
been down
before
there.
rocking up to a training. So it sort of resembles the way we play.
It does, and it really does show on the field.
The only reason you go to training is for the feed,
the club
afterwards,
feed,
which is always good.
Like
Snitty,
the
burger.
Queenscliff feeds are just unreal, aren't they?
They are good. They are good. But
and you get the drink and the ice cream with it as well.
You do. So. There's a free ice cream, which is always good. I always leave the club dinners with a full belly, which is good because it's good to have a bit of tucker.
Yeah,
always good. You had we were talking before the podcast about your Ressie moments, and obviously there's, in the nicest way possible, there's too many to remember.
We'd be sitting here for
at
hours.
half time we were versing Torquay and you had 5 behinds.
Last year in the under 16s, playing for Drysdale back then, so Yeah, I think at half time, I believe I had kicked 5 points, 0 goals, and there might have been an out in the full here and there. I'm not sure.
Footy's a confidence game.
It is.
At half time, knowing that you hadn't kicked a goal, 5 behinds.
Yeah.
What's the go there?
To be honest,
you were just like...
I was pretty happy that I had the opportunities, but there was obviously could have been a bit more work done to really make them pay.
Because you showed up to the game 5 minutes before the game with a Big Mac.
Or was it a Sausage McMuffin, actually. Yeah, from the Torquay McDonald's.
So everyone's wondering where you are. We've already done the warm-ups. We've done our stretches. We're virtually on the verge of running out to the game.
Exactly.
And up shows Cohen in his jumper and trackies with a Sausage McMuffin. It was the most Ressiest moment I've ever seen.
It wasn't great.
And backed up by 7 behinds.
Yep, and 2 out in the fulls. You can't forget them.
So you could have had an absolute bag.
I could have had a bag,
and in the end,
9.
you kicked
0 goals. Yep.
I don't think any words can actually describe that.
No, unfortunately.
But you're sort of proud of it because you love talking to people about it.
I do. I do find it quite an achievement. Just the fact that
because it's
that bad that it's funny. You know, yeah.
Like if you kick 3 behinds in a game,
that's just
you try and keep that on the low.
But 7 behinds and 2 out in the fulls takes it to a whole new level, I think. So.
It's almost something that you should be proud of.
Exactly. It takes more skill than it doesn't to sort of achieve that kind of feat, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, I had one in the semi-final against Torquay again.
Yeah.
Lots of space, acres of space, running into an open goal, probably 30 out. Slight angle, and I just made contact with the boot. So it's improvement from the kick out.
Yep.
Just made contact with the boot.
How did you feel after that bit of play?
Yeah. Well, because I kicked it and I turn around, and the closest Torquay player is 20 metres away, I reckon.
Yeah, I think I do.
So I turn around and I sort of just wanted to dig myself a hole and leave.
Yeah, okay.
Because in a semi-final where there's crowds, there's people watching.
Yeah, there actually
you want to make a
big
statement. And a couple of laughs going around the Surf Coast ground.
And I will mention another thing. During that game, I do recall taking a mark inside 50, and they're out there. The footage has gone around a little bit. It has spread around the Ballarat Peninsula. So it's me taking a set shot, on a fair, decent angle, but, should kick it, obviously.
I think I remember this one.
It does go well across the face, out on the full.
There was a couple of videos.
Yeah, there was a few chuckles in the background,
could have
obviously.
ended up in baseline.
Yeah, I'm lucky I haven't, actually.
Speaking of baseline, you should have, because you've missed, 5 goals from the goal spread?
I think, 4 to 5 over my career.
Let's talk through every single one.
All right, if we can remember.
Yeah.
All right.
I know there's one where you had a set shot.
There was, yeah. I still feel bad to this day.
Yep.
So one of my teammates, he's kicked it from 50.
Beautiful kick.
Lovely kick, right? I've marked it on the line. Yeah. I've gone, beautiful. Should kick this one. And we've gone back for the set shot, probably a little bit too casual. And we've just double kicked it, kind of thing. Just shanked it,
just kind ridiculous.
It was not great at all.
Like the fact that you can't make the journey from 5
kind
metres
of
out.
hit the man on the mark, and it's just he was confused. Everyone didn't know what to do. Everyone had already kind of turned back to go back to the midfield, and just expecting it.
I think you were. I mean, before you even kicked the ball, you almost heading back to the.
Yeah, I just kind of knew. Yeah, because I was 4 metres out when this set shot occurred.
I tell you what. Your reaction was priceless, and you go to me and you say, "Oh, it wasn't even." So he turned. You kicked it straight into the man on the mark. Yep. You turned around as if nothing happened.
I didn't want to carry on. Obviously, there's not much to be said for that kind of that. That's just. I mean, we see poor.
It. We don't say it too often. I mean, that I've never seen.
No, there has been bad
seen
ones.
Poor misses.
Yeah, but I genuinely think set shot 4 metres out inside the goal square, straight in front.
It's concerning.
You got to kick those, don't you?
Oh, mate, you've got to absolutely kick those. You missed one from the goal square at home in Jersey when we were back in the brown and yellow.
Yep.
You were running in. I don't know if you remember this one.
I do remember this one, unfortunately.
Banged it straight into the left post.
Absolutely.
And I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was.
I was on the wing at the time.
It was probably it would come close to as bad as this set shot, but probably would sit about second on the ranking because. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, there was a stoppage, 50, 60 out. I've the ruckman's tapped it, I've got it, I've kind of ran in.
Because you've got open, green grass.
Yeah, there's no one else in the 50 at all. So I've got out of the pack, I've taken a bounce or two, we've strolled into an open
Oh,
goal
my goodness.
and just banged it in the left goal post.
My goodness. Because at the time I was on the wing and I just gave up because I knew, well, clearly not, but I thought I knew that it would have gone through. Because most
you'd
people,
hope it's a certain goal.
most people that have played since under 10s usually put those ones through.
Yeah,
And,
obviously. We do. We all have clangers. We all make
do.
mistakes, but
They happen frequently.
for me, and probably not as much you, but
no, I've Ressie moments.
yeah, but like
I've mentioned-
I don't recall a moment where you've ever missed from point blank range.
Yeah, in front of the goals,
You're
not
normally
as
pretty
much.
tidy, yeah.
I'd
But
say I'm decently reliable, but obviously there's a lot of Ressie moments that I have. I lost me shoe.
just
And
this season,
actually, I
wasn't
rocked
it?
up to a game without boots.
Oh, yep.
Shout out to my mum. She drove all the way back to get them.
She would have to, go
she
a
had to
few
put the
k's
jets
over
on.
the
She
speed
really
limit
had to
to
put the
get
jets
back.
on to get back in time.
Yeah, absolutely.
If she didn't get a speeding ticket, I think
Yeah, she'd be lucky.
maybe be lucky.
Yeah.
But, we keep that on the down low. So, where were we? I've just had a mind blank.
So we were talking about all the misses that I've
Yeah,
had
the
from...
misses and the Ressie
pretty-
moments. I
yeah.
walked up. Yeah, so I wrote. Have you ever played in sneakers before?
I
I was on the verge the other week.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played in sneakers.
That's a criminal offence.
Come on. Well, you don't want to be slipping over,
No, you got to wear bare feet. You might
Do
as well.
ya?
You might as well wear bare feet.
Yeah, you may as well.
You can't be
But-
wearing sneakers because
yeah.
especially it was on a slippery day, a cold day.
Yeah, it's
No
not
grip.
it's not what you want. But
I know you don't want the dogs out, but geez, you might as well get them out because you need the grip.
yeah, you do. And another crucial thing you don't want to go without on game day is the mouth guard. Yeah.
You've had a couple of those.
I
moments.
have. This season, I'm pretty sure maybe 3 or 4 rounds ago against Inverleigh, whenever it was,
Yep.
I did run out without my mouth guard, and I was just like, obviously I was running away from all the contests. Didn't want to
Yeah.
get the teeth knocked out.
Yeah.
So that's not one you want to...
If we were to look at every Ressie moment that you've had, what one stands out?
Like, probably, if you had to put down one, that miss from the top of inside the goal square, 4 metres out, the set shot, like, you can't go past that. I don't think I could ever produce worse. Like, I'd like to hope not, but I probably will in the future.
It's... what about subpar performances? We talked about the 7-pointer.
The 7 points.
What else has occurred?
Oh, so in terms of subpar performances, most weeks I play are below the standard.
Have you ever gone like 4 quarters with one or a couple of disposals? I feel like it's more tricky to play 4 quarters and get 2 disposals. Like that takes skill.
It does take skill. You at that point you just got to be running away from the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to be scared of the Sharon.
Yep.
If you think about that.
Yeah.
Good performances. Like we go and we talk about footy and it's all the negative stuff.
Yeah,
but
we could go on for ages.
Yeah, we could. We got to talk about the good performances.
Yeah.
You're a best and fairest winner.
Yep.
Under 13s Drysdale.
Yep, and I reckon there could have been a cheeky one in under 15s as well.
Under 15s as well, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good year as well.
It was. I think you were runner up that year, were you?
I was runner up, so
Yep.
no, it was a good year in the 2s, of course. The 2s...
We don't mention what div it was.
No, we don't mention what div.
Yeah, like obviously...
It could have been in 2 digits.
Yeah.
But no, I love the 2s. I do love the 2s.
Yeah, like that's what I play for.
Yeah.
I play to... I don't. Obviously, you're the same. We don't really play to take it too seriously. We play for fun. That's what it's all about.
You enjoy it more
Exactly.
in the 2s.
You
It's
do.
more laid back. You get the footy a bit more.
Yeah, it's good for the confidence, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Isn't it
A
ever?
couple of good performances in the 2s as well.
Yeah,
we've
that's
both
right.
had, but we don't like to be cocky. We love to take the mickey out of each other with the performances. I mean, footy just creates chats on the Monday.
It does.
doesn't it?
Like that. I must say that's one of the only reasons I'm playing at this point. It is a nice conversation starter.
Every day before school, I reckon we spend half an hour discussing the Ressie moments. Like we could go on and on.
And that's just on one week's
on.
performance. Like
Yeah.
it is a good conversation
It's what
starter.
you expect around this area. You expect a
Yeah.
couple of Ressies
You do.
to be up and about. But yeah, what's the best performance you've had on a footy field? There was a win against Lara, about 180 points.
Yeah,
that was a good
there
win.
was a good win this year as well in the grading. Newcombe, almost close to 200 points.
We were like 190.
Yeah, that was a pretty good. That was the biggest win I reckon I've
Kicked
had.
a couple.
Yeah.
So
from the back line as well. I think you might have snagged a couple too.
I might have snagged one as well. But you'd hope you'd snag one.
Yeah,
in
and that big of a win, you'd want to push up the ground a little bit, obviously.
Yeah.
For the other team, the ball's not coming down too much.
Yeah, and obviously we go to team performances, but you got to focus on the individual.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds a bit rude, but you got to focus and acknowledge what we've done individually.
Yep.
It sounds a bit bad.
It does.
Everybody listening, we don't love ourselves. We know we are terrible at
we
footy.
own that. Everyone.
Yeah. But we just can't get through this concept without talking about something positive.
Yeah, you'd hope, like, with the amount of footy we've played, like, we've played for, 7 seasons?
Yeah.
You'd hope you'd have a couple of good moments here and there.
You'd hope. And it's sort of a little bit lackluster, but we've certainly had a couple.
We've
had a couple.
Yeah.
What's been your best?
One of my favourite seasons was the 2022 season.
Yes.
I think that was played in Div 6, actually. So that was...
Div 6.
Div 6, yeah.
That was a good year.
It was a great year.
A really good year.
Yep.
Coach was good. Really good.
Yeah.
Really
and just
good.
the players and the atmosphere was... It was unreal.
Because there wasn't seriousness about it.
No, it was...
And that was fun.
Like, our coach promoted, don't rock up to training, because, like, he didn't often go himself sometimes. He just thought,
He was a legend, wasn't he?
He was a great coach, best coach.
Rocked up to games 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
You took after him. He was just beautiful, wasn't he?
He was. He was magnificent.
Beautiful man.
You cannot complain.
I saw him the other day. I had a good chat with him, just talking about, what we've done in footy and how good of a coach he was. So I did get to acknowledge him because he was a big part.
He was a huge part
of our
in our career. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, but that season, there was a game that I did particularly enjoy. It was the mental health round, actually. So
the white pill.
The white pill.
The white pill.
Yeah.
The white pill is different to the red pill.
It is.
I swear it is. Because, you go.
Like, some years, you get one that's like... I remember the year before that, we had one that was like almost foam. It was made of foam. It was very floaty. It was
and the wind took it.
It did, yeah.
On a still day, the wind would take it.
Yeah.
But the wind would take it. But some of the new footies, the red ones, they can be pointy.
Yeah, when they're brand new, they do hurt the foot.
But the white ones are different, but they're better. I don't know what it is about them.
They're nice to play with, aren't they?
Yeah,
It just
they
changes up a little bit.
Absolutely.
It's what you want to
see.
see.
So you won that. You got best on that year.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Div 6.
Div 6.
Who did we verse?
It was Ocean Grove, from memory. I reckon.
Grove.
Down at...
Mortimer's?
I think it was at their home ground, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
We did play them a couple of times that year, but mental health round, there was a good round, actually.
It is a good round.
Yeah.
Obviously, things might have got out of hand.
Yeah, well, a few of the players in our team might have had a couple of disagreements with the coach. And,
but that always happens.
That always happens.
I mean, not
what can you
everyone's...
expect? It's Div 6 football.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to be happy.
Exactly.
It's, yeah.
But that's the joy of it.
That is the joy of it.
Like I love drama. I love the drama.
You do,
of it.
don't you? Yeah.
Because there's theatre, you wouldn't know it, but people that are skilled footy players... They wouldn't know what Div 6 is like.
No, like
it is intense.
It's a different culture down there.
It is intense football. Like, going back, it's good to reflect. I think.
So good. Like it's one of the highlights of my career.
Absolutely.
It's
and we'll be 50 years old looking back on Div 6 and thinking, "Geez, a good year."
Yeah,
good year.
So. Obviously, of late, we've been playing in Div 2. So, like, what are your thoughts about that? Do you
Big step up.
It is a huge step up. Do you like playing in those higher leagues, or do you prefer to stay in the the more lower leagues?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that too. But I do think that Div 2, it is obviously a big step up, and we were playing Div 6 and under 15.
I reckon we've probably had 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, but they were like 15s.
Yeah, mostly 15s.
Obviously, this is under 18s. So under 18s Div 2 is... There's a contrast between that and 15s Div 6.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think there even is 6 divs in under 18s.
I
think it's
rare,
4 now.
So to be Div 6 and not make finals, clearly we weren't the greatest.
I'm pretty sure
going.
one year we did get disqualified for a few illegal activities at our...
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was like a few dodgy players that were playing a little bit over the age limit.
Oh, there we go.
So I'm pretty sure we lost a few points
It's
there.
easy to muck those things up.
It is. It's what
maybe
we
got robbed.
Yeah.
We would have won if we didn't make
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
We were a good side.
We were a good side. We never lost. Nah. All right. But yeah, so Div 6, really good year. But this year's good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, the change to Queenscliff has been really good, actually. It was an interesting move. Like, obviously, some of the Drysy boys wouldn't be a fan. We know that, but...
Yeah, I mean, obviously...
Like, there's no disrespect towards them. Like, they were all great blokes. It was good to play with them, make some mates.
And we were there for ages. I thought it was just a
good time to change,
good
just
to change.
late in our career. Cause
test things out. we already had mates at Queenscliff too, so it was a good move.
It was, yeah. It's paid
Feeds
off
are
quite
good.
well. The feeds,
Coach is great.
the coach is one of the up there with the best we've had.
Yeah,
So.
next year, I reckon we'll be on.
Absolutely.
Because at the moment we're struggling to fill a side.
Yeah, I think most weeks we are only manning the side with 12
So
under
anybody
18s.
wanting to come down to the Cooter Bowl, give us a ring.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we're a good club for 12 players.
Oh yeah, mate.
And geez, the under 16s are good.
They are. They really do.
They
carry
fill
our
in.
team,
They
don't
carry.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What could we do without him?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it because I'm on the wing. You started to play a bit of forward.
I have. I've been.
We both started in the back line, but on the wing is
yeah,
great.
you have been playing well up there, so it is good to see.
Touching base on the question you asked me, Div 6 or Div 2 under 18s?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
So obviously, I would say I prefer Div 6. I've got no complaints with Div 2 this year. It's been a lot of fun, obviously, but it's just and our club's been a big part of that too. We don't take it too seriously. The blokes down there are great, so it's been good. It's very casual, I think, which does help.
It is.
You don't. I'm not a huge fan with the very intense training regimes and that kind of stuff, because we obviously only train an hour twice a week if we go.
Yeah, well, you haven't gone for 7 weeks, so I don't know. No, but Div 6 was certainly intense. I thought.
There was a lot of atmosphere at those games. There were in some occasions you do get some angry people down there. Actually,
you do, and it's intimidating.
It is like there's some big boys.
Yeah, big boys.
But there's just a lot more aggro.
Aggression.
Yeah, the physical sides down there. You do find some pretty big guys that could do a bit of damage if they got hold of you.
Oh,
so.
wouldn't they ever? But the good thing is they're a little bit slow. So you can
that's
sort of run around them.
Yeah, you just got to hope you got a bit of speed about you to get around them.
Yeah, you're not wrong. There's been something I've been a little bit disappointed with.
What's
It's
that?
The removal of the oranges and the snakes
at
the
true.
breaks of football. This really, it was a thing because obviously as a little tacker, you're really excited for half-time oranges, three-quarter time lolly snakes, and quarter time you get the water. I don't know what has changed, but all we get now is H2O.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's something to do with the health. I don't know, but we
if
we
you're
don't
running around an oval, that's healthy enough. You deserve a bit of sugar.
You do, because honestly, I feel like we put in too much effort not to get the lolly snakes. Don't you think?
You work hard. You deserve a snack.
But I must say, I will give credit to the Water Boys. They've been unreal this year. Actually, I'm always hydrated. In previous years. I've never seen you've never seen a sighting of a water boy. So, but this year they've been unreal. So that's a credit to them.
We sort of were allergic to H2O on stage. Now we can't get enough of it.
Exactly
but
right.
What I did like, what's your favourite snake's flavour? Because when the people come around with your buckets,
you normally go for
snakes,
I go
for a green one.
I don't mind that call. I certainly wouldn't go against it, but I actually rate the red ones.
Yeah, the danger with the green one is that it's either apple or lime, and I can't decide what one's what. I love the lime one a lot more than the apple, but
the
how
lime
do I
is
know?
Just unreal.
How do I know what one's what? What? Do you know?
I don't know.
Which is rare because you are a food analysis.
I do love me food. That's right.
I can't believe because how are you meant to know what packet has lime, what packet has apple?
I know. It's sort of. It must depend on the brand.
And the amount of times that at 3/4 time I've played a terrible game of footy.
Yep.
All I want is a lime snake.
But you get the apple one.
I pick out a green snake, and it's an apple.
Mm-hmm. It does it just ruins your day.
That
poor performance.
It doesn't only ruin your day, it ruins your weekend, it ruins your week, it ruins your month, it ruins your life. I'm still traumatized.
A little bit drastic, but...
Well, it's a little bit drastic, but the fact... Because we play terrible games of footy.
Always.
We're terrible.
Always.
And we'd be the first to admit that. But the fact that, the one thing I look forward to is just that little bit of sugar, a little bit of nice, positive something in such a negative game, and for it to be an apple, it is actually cruel.
Yeah.
It's a cruel food.
I couldn't agree.
Yeah.
It's just...
You couldn't agree more.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah.
Let's get that English out
exactly.
there.
Sorry, mate.
The yellow ones are good.
The yellow ones... are they pineapple or lemon? I feel like there's also a bit of... some...
That's actually interesting.
I don't know.
I always say they're lemon.
Yeah.
But it's like with Skittles, because or is it Skittles or something, where I've heard rumours where it's all the same flavour, but the colour makes you think it is.
Yeah, I have tried to
We
test
need
that
to test
theory.
this out.
Yeah, like
how'd
I
it
think,
go?
like I kind of, you close your eyes and you eat one, and let's be honest, I couldn't tell you what flavour it is.
Wow.
It
is.
It does
it's a
surprise
mind
you, but
game. I reckon it's a mind game.
It is. It's absolutely a mind game.
So we need to find out whether it's pineapple or lemon.
Yeah. I don't know what way there is to find that out. You might have to, go on Google.
You can look on the back of a package, but they could be lying.
But like with the footy, you don't normally get the package. It's more just in the container or a tub.
And that's the thing. You never know. And that's why I get me apples instead of the limes.
Yeah, that's why I just don't think you can go wrong with the red snake. Yeah. It's always like a berry flavour or like strawberry, something like that. It's always good. You can't go past it.
If I had my time again, I'd actually ask the person going around with the snake, can I check the package? Because, I'm not ruining a day.
Yeah, exactly.
I take pride in my food. I need to make sure it's a lime. I cannot risk an apple because it's either risk or reward. It's really high reward, but the risk is...
It's tremendous, isn't it? It's
like I'd eat a bulb of broccoli instead of an apple snake, I think,
surely
which is
not.
a big call, but it's true.
You're not that healthy.
It's
Come
true.
on, mate.
It's true. It's true.